You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. We'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Pittsford Pub and Grill is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Located at 60 North Main Street in Pittsford, you can dine in or use our convenient curbside pickup option. Our 15 TVs offer plenty of entertainment, including a variety of sporting events. We offer daily specials and a great Friday night fish fry. You can also contact us to book your holiday party now. Check us out at thepittsfordpub.com.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
There he goes for Sean Baker. One man to feed. Collier can't get him. Baker gives Victor the lead. Headed by McCoy, and they score! The Braves get it back. Quick shot! There's score for San Diego. Wide open for Ozzie. He gets it. Touchdown, McQuaid. Punch, counter punch. A lot of the shot and a goal! Dribble handoff to Shatters. What do you think? Bang! Braves have it. Let's see. They shoot it. Score!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Varsity Media Sports Network and Caledonia Mumford High School in the Section 5 football championships today. It's the 8-man championship game between the Red Jacket Indians and the Frewsburg Bears. Sam Schreier with you on the broadcast today, joined today with the man, the myth, the legend. That's right, Mr. Carl Falk. And Carl, it should be a heck of a contest today between these two teams that can light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. If you look at the scores that these teams have put up to get here, in the 50s almost every week. So if you like offense, 8-man football is going to be your thing. I expect a lot of passing because, think about it. Less people, same space, going to be more room for things to happen. And when guys get in space, they're going to make people miss, get touchdowns. A lot of touchdowns today. Should be a lot of fun.
Indeed. And, we were talking about the differences in how you're watching some film, not just about these teams, but just 8-man in general, about how different teams do different things. And sometimes they throw it, sometimes they run it, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting. When they go for a pass formation, essentially there's no offensive tackles. There's a 3-man line, and they spread everything out. And defensively, they might come at it with 2 pass rushers, maybe a third. That's like a blitz in this situation. And then when they run it, they bunch up and bring everybody in. It looks like a more traditional game. And, with the participation numbers, Sammy, across the country and all sports going down, there's going to be a lot more 8-man football in the future. And what I've seen of it, and you and I, talked about it earlier, we looked on YouTube and watched some games. It's a cool product, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this game today.
Yeah, and it's also interesting. Like, you see these teams, that have traditionally done well in full 11-man football, and they come down to this level. And as you see these teams both ranked in the top 10 in New York State. You see these teams, they go on big ones, and look at
the points per game. And look at the points per game, both over 40, and yet the points allowed per game way down there. So, to your point, 9 sectional titles between the two of them. And this is something that, we in the media tend to focus on the big city and the bigger teams and all those things. But throughout New York State and throughout the country, there's a lot more small towns that still want to play football. And they basically have two choices. They partner up with other small towns to create a team, or they go 8-man. And again, if you haven't seen this product, you haven't seen 8-man football, it's different, but, man, is it a lot of fun.
Yeah, and last year, of course, the Red Jacket Indians, the defending champions, they beat Pembroke in the championship game. When I say last year, I mean in the spring when they had springtime football. And, again, they were a dominating team last year, scoring the 80s in the championship game last year.
In the 80s.
Yeah, 80s.
In the 80s, yeah. So, again, offense is the name of the game in 8-man football. And there's still got to be defense. And when you have an opportunity in open space to make a tackle, it's imperative that you do that because, again, there's not going to be that help behind you most likely. So you've got to, the thought of an 11-man traditional football of getting 4 or 5 hats to the ball. In 8-man football, you're not going to get that opportunity. You'd be lucky if you get 2 or 3 hats to the ball. So if you got a chance to make a play defensively, you got to do it. And offensively, again, there's going to be room to score, and I would expect a game that's going to be up and down the field and should be a lot of fun this afternoon. Wondering, too, Sammy, as we walked in, the wind didn't seem too bad.
No. And you look at the flags now, kind of blowing what do you say, facing –
I'd say west to east. Blowing a little crosswind on the field. So I don't know that it's going to be much of a factor. The field is turf, so it should be perfect. Both teams should have great footing out there. Shouldn't be an issue that way. But, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw a little bit of snow. I heard the wind, and I'm thinking, here we go. Good old-fashioned November football in New York State. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And here's the thing you get with the 8-man programs, because like you said, a lot of smaller schools will have this 8-man programs. You're not necessarily getting, so to speak, Section 5 teams playing each other, right? Frewsburg, I believe, is out by
near Jamestown is where, because I'd never heard of Frewsburg, and people from Frewsburg, I'm sorry, I grew up in a small town you never heard of either, so we're even in that respect. But I looked it up, and it's like, okay, they're almost to the PA border and more Section 6. So, but I think, again, as participation numbers continue to dwindle, we're going to see more and more 8-man football. And I think when you watch it, I think you're going to enjoy it.
You see on special teams here, as Frewsburg is going to receive this opening kickoff, and the Red Jacket will just send it down. It'll go out to about the 36-yard line, and it's down on the ground. And I believe Red Jacket just jumped on that one. They did.
A squib kick not handled, and the first big play of the game is essentially an onside kick, and Red Jacket ends up getting the ball back. So, good field position to start, and we're going to see if Red Jacket can put something on the board to get things going right off the bat here.
All right, so Red Jacket's going to be on offense first. We thought they were kicking it off right away, and like Carl said, a little bit of an onside kick. So we take a look. The setup, no tackles on either side, but they do run 2 backs both ways. So let's see what they do here right off the bat. It's going to be throwing right away on first down, and he's sacked right down. Kyle Demore just got hammered back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and that was interesting right off the bat. They go from a bunch formation, and Demore comes back, doesn't have much time. John Anelli comes in and makes the play, and he had some help. That's a really positive sign for Freusberg that they're able to get home that quickly in the first play of the game. So
it's going to be a big loss on that one, about 10 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 20 now from the 46-yard line, and you have to think of 2nd and 20 maybe a little bit like you think of a 5-yard loss in this play because there's so much space, and the ball's moved a little bit more easily in this 8-man. Here we go. It's a run on 2nd down, carried by Parker Moore. He's only able to get back just past the line of scrimmage. So as I just said that, it's now 3rd and 20.
Yeah, and again, another nice play by the Freusberg defensive line. They get up there and get Parker and bring him down. And after that disastrous opening kickoff, Frewsburg has a chance now to possibly get off the field, get the ball back, and get back on offense. So a really nice turn of events.
Here we go. You run it. They run that same formation here for the 3rd time with the 2 backs on either side. Moore takes the snap. Moore back to throw. Moore looking for a man. We're trying to find it. He throws it, and a little bit of a dump out route there over across the 40-yard line. It's completed to Mason Polat, and he gets back almost to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 12, and Frewsburg does, in fact, get off the field.
Yeah, and the fact that, again, we saw Frewsburg make a good tackle in space. They had good coverage down the field, but when the pass is completed, they get an opportunity to make that play. So I think as this game goes along, we're going to see more and more of that. Now, the question is Red Jacket going to punt here? No, it doesn't look like it.
No. So
offense is the name of the game.
I guess so. But maybe this formation, they may. No, Damore's back to pass to throw a little screen, and it's over, and then is incomplete. So it's a turnover on downs from the 38. And I guess in a place at the 38-yard line, it might be a place where you may want to run a play on 4th down as well. So Frewsburg's going to get this ball.
Yeah, another good pass rush there by Ellie and Elliott. We've already talked about him a couple times. Joel McLaughlin, big number 44, in on that. So you're going to see a lot of these same kids, by the way, going both ways. Smaller rosters, so obviously they're going to play both ways. So a lot of energy to be expended today. And you know what? They're high school kids. The energy never ends. And this is the sectional championship, They're not going to get tired. They're having fun.
We'll get Frewsburg will start their offense now from the 36-yard line, and a flag down. It might have had some motion up front.
Yeah, it looks like a pre-snap penalty, and no matter if it's traditional 11-man or 8-man or any level of football, pre-snap penalties are a killer. This one actually going against the defense.
So it'll be 5 yards for Frewsburg, so they'll get a 1st and 5 down to 42. So the onside kick essentially doesn't amount to anything for Red Jacket as they go through 4 and out, and Frewsburg already picking up 5 yards before they even take their first snap.
And it's a bunched I formation that they're going with.
There's the snap. Quarterback is DeJesus, and he hands it off to Winters. Chris Winters is able to get about a yard on the play. 2nd down and about 3.5.
Yeah, it's interesting that the play that didn't happen was going to be a fullback dive, and the play that did happen was a fullback dive. So I don't know if that's something to maybe keep Red Jacket honest, or if it's a big part of the offense is the fullback dive. Traditionally, out of the I formation, you see a lot more with the halfback, not the fullback.
DeJesus takes a snap, hands it off to Winters. Winters fighting for the 1st down yardage, and he gets it across about the 47-yard line and stretches out, and a 1st down for Frewsburg, our first down of the game.
Yeah, and it's a good tough run by Chris Winters. And one thing I noticed about Chris Winters that I like, no arm pads, no wristbands,
right.
And you see right there his numbers, 1,558 yards on the season, 16 touchdowns.
And Zach's their leading. Yep, Zach's their leading rusher.
My mistake.
Yeah.
Chris Winters was the ball carrier there. The brothers Winters come to play.
There's another snap. Winters takes it. It's it back out to the line of scrimmage, and he's brought back down, and it's going to be 2nd down.
So we kind of sold this as, wide open, throw the ball all over the field, and we've seen a lot of running plays so far. So,
and as you said, wind's not really a factor. So I wonder if it just adapts as the game moves on, or how that goes that way. And we're all learning the exact way, and the identity of this team may actually be just run the ball. We'll see. There's another one, and they give it up. Oh, with a little fake there on the option. His ball is loose, and I think Winters landed on that one.
Yeah, good job by Winters to get back on that. And anytime the ball's on the field and on a championship game, you get a little nervous. But so far, Freusberg able to not handle the opening kickoff, but here on the option pitch, the ball gets away from Winters, but he's able to hustle and gets a positive gain and a manageable third down out of it.
Ball's going to be out at the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Let's see if Frewsburg's going to dial up a little pass play here on 3rd down, although we did see Red Jacket go for 4th down, so he may be playing out for 4 downs here. Here we go. Jesus, the snap directly to Winters, and he's brought back in the backfield. Pulled down hard by Parker Moore. He was in the first guy in there, and he brings up 4th down.
Real good job by the Red Jacket defensive line there. The Indians D-line moved the line of scrimmage back, and a good job by Parker to get in there and finish that play. That was excellent defense, and brings up a 4th down, and looks like we're going to see a punt, but you never know, and something to keep an eye on right now. Number 11 at the bottom of the screen is uncovered, and now someone comes out to get him.
Here we go. They're going to Winters is going to punt it, too. This looks like Winters is doing everything for them here. Punt is up in the air, and that's going to take a bounce, and it's going to roll and take a Frewsburg bounce before it rolls out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. And the Indians will get their second possession of the game, 1st and 10, at about the 20-yard line. There's the Red Jacket team leaders.
Well, we've already seen Kyle Demore. He's completed 1 pass, been under some pressure. Kyle Demore also running the football. You see that over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100 yards, the 14 touchdowns. Parker Moore, we've seen him so far. Have not yet seen Dalton Hanline. So we'll look to see if we can get him going. 9 touchdowns receiving on the year for Hanline. So really nice season for him. And I find it interesting, too, with 8-man and coming from you and I have been watching a ton of traditional high school football, the ability to spread the ball out. Well, in 8-man, you really don't have that much. It's the same guys.
Right. And they run again. So they did pull 2 receivers out to the right side that time and right to the back again. And, it's funny, watching Red Jacket historically, even when they were a full-fledged 11-man program, they win sectionals, I always recall their identity being run. And they won a lot of sectional championships doing that as well.
Well, and I find it interesting, too, that, with 8-man football, if you spread it out and run it, you've got a lot of space. Sure. It's just a matter of, can you beat the first wave, so to speak. So, here again, they send twins out to the right. So, maybe instead of the bunch formation, they're looking for opportunities in space.
Demore in the gun. Now they shift the receivers all the way out to the other side. So they're going to run twins to the left side this time. Demore, now he'll take it on himself. He's going to run with it. He's going to get a big hole here. Isn't it across midfield? He's on the move. He's got one man, and he's got it all the way down to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Indians. Our first score of the game on a quarterback keeper. Demore to the end zone.
Yeah, Kyle Demore takes it and just doesn't hesitate. It's not even really much of a read option. More of it just, I'm going with this football. And this is 8-man football where if you break that initial line, and you'll see it here, he breaks here. There is nobody there in front of him, just a lot of green grass, and you see the pursuit, but nobody's going to catch Kyle Demore. That's how he ended up with those 1,100 yards on the season.
Man, he's just fast. He, like you said, as soon as he broke that, it was good night. It was good night. So let's see. There looks like they're going to go for 2. And Demore will take this snap. Back to throw, rolls to his right, throws, and it went into the ground. It's no good. So the 2-point conversion does not go through. And the Indians get the first points of the game, 6-0. Here's another run for Demore.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about earlier in the broadcast, that when you have a chance to get somebody on the ground, and really Demore was untouched. He got a couple key blocks at the point of attack, but there's nobody really behind you because of the less players on the field. So if we're going to see, and we've been talking about the offense, that's what we see a lot of in 8-man football where, when a guy does break through that initial congestion of the line, you really don't have 3 or 4 guys back there waiting to make the tackle. You might have one guy, and if you make that one guy miss or can outrun that one guy, you're going to end up in the end zone.
Yeah. So it took, we talk about 80-some points in the last year's spring championship game. Well, it took the
almost
Indians.
7 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. 7 minutes.
Almost.
Right. Yeah. So we're trending. We're trending more in the 50s. Huh? You know.
Well, both teams, we saw the average points per game in the 40s. So no surprise that there's some offense.
Here's another kick again. It's a little squib kick again. It's on the ground. This time I think Freusberg landed on it, and they did. And Frewsburg's going to get it from the 40. So they go the same way with that kick, and it's down right there about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Patrick Spencer didn't quite come up with it cleanly, but fortunately I think he was able to fall back on it. Here you see Spencer trying to grab it and isn't able to. You know, it's funny. We watch all levels of football. The onside kick has become a thing of the past.
Right.
They've made it so that there's so much congestion. You can't. Well, here, and this isn't really an onside kick. It's more of a squib kick, but it's a challenge to catch it cleanly.
Here's a snap. Jesus hands it off. This time it's going to be run by Carson Phillips. And Phillips able to pick it up and get it off to about the 44-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
Yeah, you look at that stat. Last week, Freusberg ran for 634 yards. 600. Yeah. I mean, if a team rushes for 250 in a game, you go, wow, they ran the heck out of the ball. 600.
There's another one. This is going to be a keeper for DeJesus this time, and he's able to get it back to about the 48-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Frewsburg, and Freusberg trying to stay on the field here and match Red Jackets' points.
It's interesting, too, and not so much on that play. The previous play where you saw the Frewsburg ball carrier have one man to beat, and the Red Jacket player makes the tackle. It's exactly what we've been talking about.
There's a snap again. Again, carried across to about the midfield. It's going to be awful close to a first down.
The line judge on the near side has him marked short. I thought the line judge on the other side, and it is going to be 4th down, had him a little closer to the sticks, but right near midfield in 4th down. This is a big play, I think, for Freusberg to answer the score.
4th and a little less than a yard for the Bears. Now run this here. Looks like that's interesting. They're gonna run it with Winters back at the kind of the wildcat formation, and he goes right up the middle, and he's not able to find the total seam, but enough for a first down, and he's into Red Jacket territory, 1st and 10.
Yeah, good strong run and a shoestring tackle by Matthew Allen to prevent that from being more, and a big first down. And Frewsburg, you look at the offensive line doing their job, and he breaks through and almost goes. Really hard running by Winters to give them that first down and keep possession.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Winters takes the snap himself that time and hands it off to number 34, John Ionelli, who's actually listed at tight end on the roster, but he takes that one, and he's brought back for a loss on the play about 2 yards.
Red Jacket got real good penetration from number 75, Andrew Coyne, and they were able to spread it out and stretch it out and come up and make the play. Been impressed so far with the Red Jacket defense and their ability at the point of attack to neutralize the line of scrimmage. Frewsburg is a very good offensive line and a very good running team. Bad running teams don't get 600 yards in a game. Right. And so far, Red Jacket has stood up to the task.
Winters takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws it. He's got a man out there and tipped away at the last second. In on the coverage was Dalton Handline. He knocked it away. And it's 2nd down.
Good throw by Winters. He goes out. And again, no gloves. It's pretty cold out there. You see he's got room. The pursuit's coming. Takes his time. Delivers it. Puts it up there where his guy has a chance. A good job of recovery on the play by Dalton Handline, a kid we talked about his offensive prowess. But that was a good job of recovery and a nice play all the way around. Unfortunately, did not get them a completion. And there you see the Bears' path to this game. They get a forfeit from South Seneca, but in the semis, that 47-16 win over number 4 Canisteo Greenwood. And again, 634 yards rush. I'm going to go to bed tonight and think 634 yards rushing. Like, how did that happen? Has it ever happened before? What's the record? You hear that, you wonder, what's the record?
Take the snap now. Another, they're changing up the QBs again. So this time they split out Winters, and the snap was taken and thrown, and they're switching up quarterbacks and went to Winters that time and incomplete. So,
yeah,
fourth down.
Fourth down, and Zach Winters. I get I should say Chris Winters. You get the feeling these guys have to do a little bit of everything anyway, but when you interchange so much so early, think of the defensive coordinator. What do you plan for?
Right.
You just plan for everything.
So it will be from fourth down. From fourth down, it'll be fourth down and about 12. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right. Trying to find an opening, gets along down the sidelines, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So it'll be Red Jacket ball as they turn it over on downs.
Good pursuit. Didn't really have any chance to make a pass there. Nobody was really open, and it was a good job of congestion by the Red Jacket defense. It was a good job of patience by Freusberg, and overall it was a good play. But here's Red Jacket back on the offensive attack with a 6-0 lead.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line now for Red Jacket. Moore in the gun. Moore on the play. And a handoff there on first down taken by Pollard, and Pollard able to get back across the 40-yard line and a gain of about 7 yards on first down. So good run for Pollard on first down.
Yeah, another real nice play. Good job of line play, I should say, by the Red Jacket offensive line. And they get up in there and give their guys some space to run and positive yardage, and the clock moving with about a minute and a half left. The fast first quarter, and so far seen a lot of running plays, a lot more running plays than I would have expected.
From second down, give it to Parker Moore on that one. Parker Moore able to get close to a first down, and it looks like it's going to be about third down and a little less than a yard here. As we wind down, about a minute to go here in the first quarter.
A little bit of discussion. I'm not sure what the discussion's about.
Officials timeout, it looks like.
I guess they're going to measure.
Yep,
yeah.
They are, as it's going to be awful close to a first down. So we'll see if that's enough there.
Sammy, I think the sun's trying to come out.
Yeah, I think so too. It looks like that snow was kind of dissipated a little bit, right? It was kind of like a snowy, rainy mix kind of thing.
I was kind of excited for some snow and some nasty weather, some November football,
When I initially came, I thought you look from the parking lot and you see like the kind of the older school bleacher setup, press box setup, right? I was thinking that we were in for a mud bowl today.
I would have loved turf. Yeah. I would have loved it. I mean, you got to credit Section 5 because they're not going to. This is a beautiful stadium, and they're only going to put these games at great stadiums, and we're lucky to be here. And I must commend the people at Caledonia Munford because this press box is nice and warm, and it's not warm outside.
That's right. That is right. Third and short, so first down was not attained, but now it is as DeMore reaches across and dives ahead and picks up a first down at midfield for the Indians.
Yeah, when you see this replay, look at how DeMore handled the snap, and he almost fumbled it. It was a little off target, and he bobbled it a little bit. Here you're going to see it. And look right there. It was a little high, and as he brought it in, he bobbled it, but able to contain it and get the first down and keep things moving, and this likely will be the last play of the first quarter.
And it looks like, you're right. They're going to try one more play. One more play, I think. More in the gun. Takes a snap. little handoff there to Pollard, and he's able to pile ahead for a gain of about 5 yards on first down out to the 45-yard line, and it is the end of the first quarter. So we only had one score in the first quarter. That was that big run that put the Indians up 6-0, and that is our score after one quarter on the Varsity Media Sports Network, 6-0 Indians.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back for the second quarter on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This is the 8-man football championship. The Red Jacket Indians and the Frewsburg Bears 6-0 after the first quarter. And there's another direct snap and another first down for the Indians to start the second quarter.
Real good physical running there by Kyle Demure. And we're seeing, we're in the second quarter now, and we've seen a few things that have going to be a pattern. And I think Red Jacket, it's our guy, Kyle Demure, is going to be the bell cow today. He's going to be the one. We've seen him break the touchdown. We saw in the graphics earlier over 1,100. Well, now he's over 1,100 yards rushing on the year. I think it's obvious that as this game goes on, we're going to see more and more of Kyle Demure.
It's interesting, too, because initially I would thought that passing would be the name of the game right away, and it may very well be later on, but with all that extra space, Demure really able to do pretty much what he's wanted to so far, and there's another first down across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Draven DeJesus comes up and makes a real nice tackle there for Freusberg, and that's so important to make those tackles. And we're seeing Red Jackets' path to this game. They get by C.G. Finney North Star in a big way, and then they get by Pembroke 52-12. So look at the scores, 54-6, 52-12. We showed you the scores earlier for the Frewsburg Bears. Both of these teams dominated the competition to get to this game. So, sometimes you get to a final and you're not sure if a team is the best team. Well, these are the two best teams in 8-man football.
And they're scoring very much and not giving up very much at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
good combination.
Yes. It's Demure takes a snap. This one handed off, taken by Pollard, and he's able to get across the 25-yard line, and it's going to be another first down for the Indians.
Yeah, that time the Indians spread it out and went to the run, and I thought we'd see more of that. And again, as the game evolves, the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators make their adjustments. We're going to see more and more adjustments, but that was the first time we've seen that spread look and go not for a direct run by Demure, but a handoff in that situation.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Indians looking to go up by 2 scores here. Just started the second quarter. Moore takes a snap with another handoff to Parker Moore. And Parker Moore rumbles across the 20-yard line, and he picks up about 5 yards on first down. 2nd down and 5 for the Indians.
Yeah, number 33, Harrison Ecker, comes up and makes the play, but not after the gain of 6. And here you see the Indians 15-0 since moving to 8-man football. They just started in the spring season, the abbreviated spring season that we had due to the COVID. So it's been a quick adjustment for them, but man, have they adjusted well, because they've never been beaten and they're dominating their competition.
Snap directly to Damore. Damore rolls around the left side, still on his feet across the 10, the 5, to the end zone, hits the pylon. It's up in the air. Let's see what the signal is, and I think they're going to call him out about the 1-yard line. He reached that pylon, kind of fell over, and he may have got it, but he was already out of bounds, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, it's something to look at here. We talked about it in the open, and we've said it a few times. An opportunity to make a tackle. Right there, Draven DeJesus has an opportunity to make a play. He does not. It's not a touchdown, but it's down at the 1, and the Indians are knocking at the door to take a 2-score lead.
From the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, Indians. Let's see if they go right to Damore again, just to pound this one right in. More in the gun. Takes a snap. They do. Directly to him. He leans across the goal line. He's there, and the signal is up, and a touchdown. Damore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, and the Indians lead it 12-0.
Yeah, very close and actually very good defensive line play by Frewsburg, but unfortunately because you're at the half-yard line, it doesn't take much to get in, and Kyle Damore falls forward and gets in for the touchdown. There you see an opportunity to make a play, but it's tough to stop a guy when you're that close in a one-on-one situation. So Kyle Damore already 2 touchdowns, adding to his season total.
Red Jacket trying to make it 14-0. Going for 2. Receiver to the right side. Damore takes the snap. Damore himself looks for the option. He gets it, and it is in. He throws the option to pull out, and he goes into the end zone, and it's 14-0 Indians.
Bringing back some option football. I love it. Absolutely. Hey, look, I'm an old guy. I like old school things. So when you see something like that, little old school option football, option that defensive end, and in this case, I think it was the linebacker that he optioned, but it worked out well. Mason Pollock gets the payoff, and it's a 14-0 game.
Well, Freusberg here, they're going to have to look to get a score here as the Indians are up by 2 scores, and I think this is a pretty big possession for Frewsburg. They're going to maybe try to get out of their comfort zone here a little bit, I would think, at this point, because really, if you're looking now, the average points, they're almost over their average point totals for the whole entire season and what they've averaged all the way. You got points allowed, right?
Yeah.
And so they're in their comfort zone now. Let's see what happens if they're going to start to throw the ball or try to do something a little bit different here to make sure they get a score.
Well, it's interesting, too, because, when you average 43 points a game, I think it was, is their average on the season. Being down 14, you're going to score points. It's just a matter of, are you going to get them quick enough to get back in the game and get an opportunity to get back in the game to get things done. So we'll see how things go as well.
Kickoff is going to be from Mary English to kick it off. This one taken across almost out to midfield by DeJesus. And he's finally
Peyton
brought
Dustin.
down.
It looked like
Dustin.
Dustin looked like he had a chance to pull away there. Mary English. That's a pretty cool story in itself.
Yes,
that,
yes.
I don't know how many girls are playing football in Section 5, but we have one in this game, and so far she kicked 2 kicks that weren't handled well, so she's doing her job.
Certainly. Absolutely, 100%. So Frewsburg with starting field position again in pretty good spot. They're going to start right by midfield from the 49-yard line.
Looks like 10, Zach Winters calling signals right
Zach Winters in the gun. Winters takes a snap. Winters on the handoff, his own handoff. He keeps it, gets it out to about the gain of about 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2.
Sammy, you mentioned, is it something that Frewsburg does different here? Do they get out of their comfort zone? Do they look philosophically different? When your team, again, I'm going to keep saying 634 yards.
That's true, right.
634 yards rushing is just astonishing to me. But when you're a team that does something extraordinarily well, you don't stop doing it.
Right.
And I think that's the case, and I'd be surprised. I'm not saying they shouldn't throw it here and there. They're capable, but you continue to run the football.
2nd and 2, Winners. It's driven back there. Good defense by Red Jacket right there. You saw Ethan Lenny in there, and got the last hit on the play. So good job by Red Jacket to pull him back, and it's 3rd down and 3 now.
Yeah, I like Ethan Lenny. I don't know how his uniform looks a little dirty. We're playing on turf. The sun's
right.
out, but I wanted a mud ball. Well, Ethan Lenny's doing whatever he can to help me out in that, so I appreciate that. Good looking out, Ethan. Thanks for the help, my man.
3rd down and 3 for Frewsburg. Here's a snap. And he's pummeled right there. Stopped by a Dalton Handline. Got in on that stop for Red Jackets. So another play on 3rd down for the Indians.
Yeah, Handline came up from his safety position and just laid the wood. That was a good hit and stops him a short yard. And I don't think it's too early to say this is a huge play for the Bears. I think they need a conversion here. Start getting some good mojo going. Start getting some momentum. Right now, I feel like Red Jacket has all the momentum in this game.
Chase Hagelin was in on the last play at quarterback, and they've gone back to Winners now here on 4th down. Winners will take it himself, and he's going to go nowhere. So a huge play for the Indians to stop that one on what would have been a huge play for Frewsburg if they came up with it. Another 4th down stop, and Red Jacket's going to get the ball again and a chance to go up by 3 scores.
Yeah, look at the job the defensive line does of the Indians. They are in the backfield, and Winners, as soon as he catches it, has people at his feet, no chance for success. So early on, what we've seen, or what I've seen, is a very good job on both sides of the line of scrimmage by the Indians. They have won that battle for the first quarter and a half. And if they continue to do so, I would expect them to continue to be in control of this football game. Frewsburg's got to figure out a way to get things going up front to give themselves a little bit better chance.
Frewsburg needs to stop here. Red Jacket has it at the 45-yard line. Demoro will keep it himself. He'll take it across the 50-yard line. So another sizable gain on 1st down for the Indians.
Yeah, and you're seeing when Red Jacket has it, they're getting positive yards, play after play after play. They're putting the pressure on the Bears defense to make a stop. And again, it's that initial wave, the control by the offensive line of the Indians to give Lattimore a chance to pick up 7 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and 3. Lattimore in the gun. Lattimore takes the snap and hits the ground and picked up by Lattimore, but he's able to get it close to a 1st down, and it's going to be 3rd down and short, maybe 3rd down and a yard for Red Jacket coming up.
Well, another something to keep an eye on as we go through. That's another snap that wasn't cleanly handled by Kyle Lattimore. That one was a little low. He's been able twice now to handle those bobbles and maintain it and get a positive play out of it. But, something that when you have those issues, they tend to rear their heads occasionally at the most inopportune times. So something to throw in the back of your mind for sure.
3rd down and 1. Here's a snap. Lattimore will hand this one off, and it's a big break here across the 30-yard line, and another 1st down for the Indians. So it's been Lattimore and Parker Moore this time, and Parker Moore takes it out to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10, Red Jacket.
Yeah, Parker Moore's a little upset. He broke a couple tackles and gave Peyton Dustin a little bit of a ride here at the end. Here you see the broken tackles. Dustin has the only chance to bring him down, and like I said, went for a little bit of a ride, but able to get him on the turf. And Parker Moore a little upset. I think he was thinking we were going to have a 20-0 game, but he'll have to wait his turn, I guess.
So from the 29-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red Jacket with 4:45 to go here in the first half. The 2-score lead for the Indians. Moore in the gun. Again. There's a snap. Lattimore on the keeper. Lattimore across the 25-yard line, still on his feet, and he slipped at the last second, able to make a shoestring stop right there. He's stopped at the last second by Carson Phillips at another 1st down.
DeMore breaks through it, and I think everyone kind of thought he was bottled up, but he kept the legs going. You're going to see it here. The legs keep going. He's in that mess of humanity and breaks out, and number 33 saves the tackle, Harrison Eckert. Good job by him, but once again, Red Jacket, and we talked about, does Frewsburg have to change anything? Well, certainly Red Jacket does not have to change anything because they are right now running it down their throat and controlling things up front, and it's positive gain after positive gain.
Here we go. DeMore. Take the snap. There's a handoff and a flag coming in. Flag coming in from the umpire in the back there, and the back judge rather threw that one, and I think it's going to be a hold. Yep, a hold coming back, so it's going to come back. It's going to cost the Indians 10 yards here.
Yeah, it's a good break for the Bears because let's face it, they need to get a stop. They need to, we're counting down just under 4 minutes to go in the first half, and they haven't put anything on the board yet. They don't want to get 3 scores down and go to halftime with basically no momentum. So if they could get a stop here, get it back, and somehow get points on the board before they get to halftime, I think it totally would change the tenor of this game.
From the 25-yard line,
23 yards.
First down and 20 for the Indians. DeMore will take it on the keeper again. DeMore will go across the 20. He's got all the room he wants. He's into the end zone for another Red Jacket touchdown. So the 10 yards didn't bother him there. Touchdown, Indians.
We're seeing Kyle DeMore's speed yet again, but when we watch the replay, you're going to see a heck of a block on the edge out here that springs him. Right there, you see one, but look at this block by the lead back, number 16, Mason Pollitt. We've called his name running the ball, but right there, the coaches are going to love looking at that in the film room because when you got a chance to put somebody down and give your guy a chance to get the end zone, he did it well.
DeMore on the keeper on the 2-point conversion. Tries to get to the left side towards the pylon. Reaches, and they're going to call it in. So DeMore able to get the 6 points plus the 2-point conversion, and now it's 22-0 Indians with 3:24 to go in the first half.
Yeah, do you see the speed of DeMore again right here? He's going out. He gets a block. He's just got to win the foot race. And, he looked like he was bobbling the ball a little bit. And, I'm thinking if we're playing on Sunday afternoon, we're going to spend the next 5 minutes talking about whether or not that was in. Fortunately, it's a Saturday afternoon, and we're not going to mess with replay. But look here as he turns and lunges. Looks like the ball might have come – he was bobbling it right there as he tried to stretch out. Right here, you see him start to lose it, and that ball is out, Sammy, before he gets in.
The Indians catch a break there.
They did catch a break. I'm not sure, obviously we have great camera work, and well done to our crew coming up with that angle. But, yeah, you see that ball came out and probably shouldn't have been. So, break, I don't know if we'd say the first break of the game, but it's a break nonetheless and something to file away as we go through this game.
All right, so now I'm going to ask you, Carl, in this situation now down 22-0, Frewsburg really has to get a score here, right? Especially since they're not getting the ball back in the second half.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. And, another – let's give Mary English some credit.
Yeah, that's a great kick right
She
there.
pops it up, and there's very little chance of return. So Mary English really doing her job today. I think they do need to get a score here. Now, remember, they kicked off.
Right. No, they did not. They didn't. There was the onside kick to
so
start.
Red Jacket will get it to start. I was thinking they had the ball first, but they did not. Yeah. So they were to receive, so they're going to kick off to start the second half. And, if you don't get something here, and especially if Red Jacket has time to do something with it, you're looking at, back-to-back possessions again, possibly for Red Jacket. And this is getting to be the danger zone, if you will, for Freusberg. And this time they come out, Sammy, and they spread it out a little bit.
Peyton Dustin will be in at QB now. 3 receivers. And they motion out of it. And back again. It's a snap. It's a screen. completes.
Pass out to number 10.
And he stopped right there. Heck of a defensive effort here by the Indians. They're just swarming the ball. He threw the screen to Winters, and Winters is losing about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, Parker Moore with another good play. It's a name we've mentioned a few times tonight. He's one-on-one. And I'm wondering, now we're seeing Frewsburg start to spread it out a little bit. And instead of Zach Winters in at quarterback, we're seeing Peyton Dustin. So I wonder if Dustin is a better thrower, and when they throw the ball, is he their go-to guy? And if that's the case, it looks like they are changing philosophy as you suggested.
You run it off. They run that same motion play. Let's see if they go screen again. He's looking for it. Now he's going to look deep. They're going to throw that one out of the 45. He leaps. And he reached out for that one and just fell incomplete. They had a chance at that one. The intended receiver on that play looks like DeJesus. He was playing quarterback earlier, too.
Yeah, you see DeJesus go in motion and then just wheel route right up the sideline, and good throw by Dustin. And, again, we mentioned it a few times. The wind is blowing from, if you will, the Freusberg sideline to the Red Jacket sideline.
Right.
So that the wind may have affected that, because it looked like it kind of drifted out of bounds. So you wonder, as we get to a point where Freusberg looks like they're going to start throwing the ball, how big a factor is the wind? And with 2:28 left, if they don't pick up this first down, there's plenty of time for Red Jacket to get the ball and do something with it.
Huge third down for the Bears. Back to pass again. And this one, he's got his man. It just goes through his arms. They had him. They had Winters right there, and he set that pass up beautifully. But Winters unable to come down with that one, and again, they're going to have to punt it away.
Good throw on that one by Dustin, and you see it here. He's got Winters, and Winters single coverage. It's a kind of a back shoulder. It makes good footwork to turn. It would have been a tough play because you're spinning away to try and pick it up, but is unable to pick it up. And this is fourth down here. 2:21 left in the first half. You got to kick it here, right?
I would think so. We've seen them go for it. It looks like they are. They are set up to kick it away. However, they have options there because
it's Zach Winters.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Let's see. When you take a gamble here, down 3 scores.
Boy, if you do gamble and you don't get it, it could be lights out.
And they are going to kick it away. Winters gets the punt. Not a very good punt as it bounces all the way back and takes a Red Jacket bounce, and the punt only going to get him about 11 yards.
Yeah.
So Red Jacket taking it now about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians.
Yeah, that punt looked like the wind got it. So you're looking at the bracket here, and you're looking at how these teams got there. We kind of mentioned it earlier. South Seneca wasn't able to field the team, so they move on. And Canisteo Greenwood gets over Wellsville. Frewsburg, the 600 yards rushing over Canisteo Greenwood, and then the bottom of the bracket, Pembroke gets by Lions and Sodus. Red Jacket gets by Finning North Star. Red Jacket over Pembroke, and here we are with the championship game.
Once again, DeMore in the back.
1st and 10, DeMore.
Indians, 1st and 10.
Take it again as the Indians looking to go up by 4 scores now.
He keeps it. Frewsburg kind of has him hemmed in.
And DeMore was being pressured, and DeMore is going to find a seam. DeMore is going to take it to the house again, and a touchdown. But the flag on the play. I think they might have caught a hold there. It might be coming back.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it is coming back. But I'll tell you what, anyone who's old like me will remember Marcus Allen in the Super Bowl many, many years ago. That's what that play reminded me of. Kyle DeMore keeping the play alive, making guys miss. Look at this. This is a great individual effort, even if it doesn't count. Makes one guy miss, breaks a tackle, another guy miss. Now he's confused and goes back to his left, but look right here. He gets a bit of a wall, gets turned upfield, and just his speed. We've seen it a couple times, Sammy.
Yeah.
Kyle DeMore has got some quicks.
So it's going to be a lost year back to about the 49-yard line, 1st down and 20.
Yeah, it'll be more like.
What they call it from a spot?
Yeah,
spot foul.
So I'm guessing 1st and about 15.
Okay.
1st and about 17.
Okay. 1st and 15. Here's the snap.
Hand off to 16.
And they give that one to Palots.
Zach Collins coming up making a play.
Yeah, and brought back pretty far. Another loss there. So they've gone back about 7-8 yards on the first two plays here, while play and a half, and it's coming up second down and 17.
It'd be interesting after this play if they get another stop to see if Frewsburg is going to call a timeout and try and get the ball back with some time left maybe to do something with it. The danger there, obviously, is that Red Jacket has had such success. If you give them more time, and I wouldn't be surprised if they call a timeout before this play gets off. They seem to be taking their time, making sure that clock ticks down. They'd love to go into halftime with a 22-0 lead. So.
See, here we go. Second down and 17. Here's a snap. It's low. And they've had to low that for another time there. And just hands it off and brought back Parker Moore. So Parker Moore's going to lose it back. And another negative play for Red Jacket. And Frewsburg's going to have a chance to get the ball back here if they do call timeout.
Well, it doesn't. Now they do. Now they do with 42 seconds left.
It took a lot of time off before they called that one.
Yeah, a little bit of indecisiveness there. That play, there was a lot of things there. Another snap that was bobbled, but yet again, DeMoore able to pick it up and hand it off. But Zach Winters made another real nice play at the point of attack to create that negative play, and it is third and very, very long. Again, the danger by Freusberg of calling this timeout, if by chance – we've seen Kyle DeMoore go very far with some runs.
Yep.
If they get down to where they get a chance, they may have just done a favor. Now, the other side of the coin, obviously, and what the Freusberg staff is hoping, head coach Terry Gray is thinking, let me get a stop, call another timeout, and then who knows what can happen.
Well, they had one more stop, and they just have to prevent them from going about 17, 18 yards here. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think this one is
Third and long for
this
the
is
Indians here.
where I think you get conservative. But if you're Red Jacket, the Indians, the way they've run it so far, a running play isn't conservative. It's just their offense. So
DeMoore will take it. I think we're going to see a keeper here. That's my guess. And it's not. I guess wrong. I'm going to stop guessing. But they're going to get a big gain there. It's going to be across the 43-yard line on a handoff.
Mason Pollard
again. Yeah. I could have said either one of them, and I'd have been all right.
So another timeout.
Yep.
And now it's fourth down. And it's fourth and about 15. 34 seconds left.
Tackle over there
if you're Red Jacket, you punt this away, right?
I would say yes, because if
situational football
there,
you're up 22. You got a team with only one timeout left. You've dominated this first half.
For the Indians. 34 seconds
Kick
remaining in the
it.
first
Don't
half.
let anything happen negative, and get to halftime with that lead.
And like you said, again, another danger here is that. That Red Jacket's been running it on fourth down. They've been going for it on fourth down every time they've had the ball. They haven't punted it yet, and so they've been able to pick up these fourth down conversions when they've done so at least 3 times. So we'll see. Let's see what they're doing here.
Yeah, Dalton Hanline looks like he is going to punt,
yep.
And Frewsburg has somebody deep. So
first time we're punting here.
And again, in 8-man football, there's so much space out there. If the punt is fielded cleanly, you never know what can happen. De Jesus has got some jets. Maybe he could get a good return here.
The snap's long. It's up. Punt is high and goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, looks like. Let's see where they spot this. They're spotted about the 30-yard line, actually. That's 28. The far side is spotting it. Yep. So 25, 26-yard line. So Frewsburg with 28 seconds.
28 seconds remaining.
I don't think he's decided yet. Yeah, 25-yard line. He should have listened to you.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the field. How you had that quicker than him, I'll never know. That was well done. Props to my boy Sammy on that one.
So from the 25-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 10 Frewsburg. And let's see who they have at quarterback now. Looks like they're going to go with the.
I think it's De Jesus.
And they're going to hand it off.
Jesus, hands off.
And I get it across the 30-yard line, and they may be just content here to just run this out.
They've got one timeout left, but, with 68 yards to go. And now they do call a timeout with 12 seconds left.
Interesting. They took a lot of time off the clock when Red Jacket had the ball, and then now they call a timeout here with 12 seconds. And I wonder if they're just going to kind of try to set up a really long pass play here with 12 seconds to go. I don't know.
If you have a trick play in your arsenal, maybe you pull it out here. Again, you're down 3 scores.
Right.
It's not insurmountable, but the worst thing that could happen is a negative play where Red Jacket is able to get it back. I would hate to see something like that happen in this situation. If I'm the Bears, I might throw one deep and hope to maybe get a big play, but I'd be very, very cautious with this one.
Here we go. Let's see. It looks like they're in a run formation. They do, and they're going to hand it off again. And he's going to break. He's going to break free along the left side. Still on his feet across the 50-yard line. So Winters takes it across the 50 and picks up a first down. Still 2 seconds on the clock. And as soon as they set these chains, it's going to run out. And they're not going to have enough time to get another play off, and that will be it for the first half. So they were able to move the ball a little bit, and he almost broke that one for a chance to go. And Freusberg in motion a little bit here at the end of the first half, but unable to put 6 on the board, and they're going to go into half with no points.
Dalton Headline again, another nice play, nice tackle, gets at Collins' ankles, able to bring him down. So a dominant first half, I'd say, for the Red Jacket Indians.
And the Indians going to get the ball when we start the second half as well. So we'll step aside here for halftime. It's the 8-man championship game today from Caledonia Mumford. The Indians leading the Bears 22-0 at the half. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
way. Return to the 20-yard line, out past the 30 to the 40. Now breaking towards the midfield. He has a seam all the way down. There are no flags. He's going to run it in for an opening touchdown. 85-yard touchdown as we get the game started on a U-Prep touchdown.
Pittsford Pub and Grill is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Located at 60 North Main Street in Pittsford, you can dine in or use our convenient curbside pickup option. Our 15 TVs offer plenty of entertainment, including a variety of sporting events. We offer daily specials and a great Friday night fish fry. You can also contact us to book your holiday party now. Check us out at thepittsfordpub.com.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest.
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
The beautiful thing for me getting into this profession is the ability to work and to get to know patients, establish that rapport, that relationship with the individual. You see them go from where they start, you get to know that person, they become a part of your life, you become a part of that patient's life, and then you see them improve. I always tell the people that I work with and the patients that I see, nobody wants to be injured, nobody wants to be hurt, nobody wants to have to go through rehabilitation. So to make that environment a friendly environment and a welcoming place for people to come in and want to be a part of, because experiencing that Lattimore way where you actually maybe want to go to therapy and want to get better, it makes a big difference.
Pittsford Pub and Grill is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Located at 60 North Main Street in Pittsford, you can dine in or use our convenient curbside pickup option. Our 15 TVs offer plenty of entertainment, including a variety of sporting events. We offer daily specials and a great Friday night fish fry. You can also contact us to book your holiday party now. Check us out at thepittsfordpub.com.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later. Going long, wide open. Perazzi. He gets it. Perazzi. Foot raise. 10, 5. Bank it. Touchdown. Punch. Counter punch. The trickery. Ryder gets it back. Goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch! Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this in the other direction. Bank it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. You know, we'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and, you know, we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
by McCoy, and in, they score! The Braves get it back. Quick shot, and a score for San Diego. Wide open for Rossi. He gets it. Touchdown, McQuaid. Punch, counter punch. On the shot of the goal!
Dribble handoff to Shatters. What do you think? Bang, brings heaven for C. They shoot it, score!
The other day.
Welcome back to Cal Mum, where it's the 8-man championship game of the Varsity Media Sports Network. The Red Jacket Indians leading the Frewsburg Bears 22-0. Sam Schreier, Carl Falk with you as we getting set for second half action. And Carl, Frewsburg able to get a stop there at the end of the half, so maybe trying to take a little bit of positive momentum with them, although Red Jacket is going to get the ball to start off here.
Yeah, and this is obviously huge for Frewsburg. You know, you're down 3 scores. There's plenty of time. This is a team that puts up 40 points a game every game. They had a real positive play, a nice run by Zach Winters on the last play of the first half. Maybe that gets something going. It looked like they were tweaking their offensive philosophy, maybe starting to throw it a little more. We saw some quarterback play by Peyton Dustin, so maybe they've found some things to exploit. But, you know, for Red Jacket, they ran the ball exceedingly well. And Kyle Demore, the quarterback, had a great first half. Not a good first half. I had a great first half. So it's imperative to me that whoever gets something going early here is going to control this game, because right now, if Red Jacket goes down and scores, well, now it's a 4-score game, and that really could be very difficult for Frewsburg to come back from. But if Frewsburg gets a stop, they could get right back in this game. So
hopefully we see an entertaining second half either way, whether Red Jacket scores or Frewsburg scores. Looking forward to it and glad to have you along. And they go with a little squib kick here, and it's landed on at about the 39-yard line. And
Mason Palat, again, that's a name we've mentioned a bunch of times, a heads-up play. We've seen Frewsburg have trouble handling that, and if you don't handle it, it can, be a turnover, as we saw, or possibly just negative field position. But because of that play by Palat, now Red Jacket's going to get it to start the half in very good field position.
So at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Indians. And we'll see if we see more of Demore in the second half. Demore.
See what you did there.
Huge gains. Yes, sir.
See what you did there, yeah.
Dropped it in.
Yeah, nice.
The broadcasting school's paid off for me. That's right.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Demore. He hands it off to Parker Moore, and Moore able to take it out to midfield. And the very first play of the half is a first down.
Yeah, good run, good blocking at the point of attack, and that's been the constant throughout the game is the Red Jacket offensive line. And there you see a couple of those big fellas in this shot, guys getting things done. Number 78, Chase Verdi, doing really well, and the Red Jacket Indians are seeking their second straight sectional program and their 8th sectional program in school history. That's a lot. That's a lot of sectional titles.
A lot of success in the Red Jacket football program for sure. Demore will keep this one, and this one he's bottled up this time, but he pushes forward, and he's able to turn a negative play into positive yards. Able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that play.
Real good job of being patient by Kyle Demore.
Yeah.
It was nothing there. He didn't panic, and he got up in there. You look at it, the stats for the season. Kyle Demore, 714 yards passing, 17 touchdown passes. Haven't seen a whole lot of him throwing, but the rushing yards, over 1,000 yards, almost 1,114 touchdowns. We've certainly seen that. Parker Moore having the success, and the Red Jacket Indians running game has been the key to this game so far.
Indians on the move, takes a snap, again low, and it's carried by Polat, and Polat is driven back all the way back to the 50-yard line, and looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down. It was stopped right at the initial line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I think he was down first, then driven back, but anyway, 3rd down.
I believe that was the 3rd or maybe the 4th snap that Demore has been able to handle that's been bounced. That's somewhat uncanny. That doesn't happen. Now, football doesn't bounce normally, and for him to that's very fortunate for Red Jacket. And Frewsburg would love to get their hands on the football here and get something going offensively for them.
From the 46-yard line, 3rd down and 7. Big play for the Bears. And they're gonna get 5 yards back more. They kind of had some motion there around the line. 3 guys moved early there, so 5 yards going to come back. So it's going to be 3rd down and 11 now. So another big play for Frewsburg coming up.
Yeah, and we had some sun in the first half, Sammy.
Gone.
Yeah. Gone.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to our camera guys out there. Stay warm, boys. You guys are doing a great job. We appreciate that because it's looking like we might get some snow. And I frankly want it, and I feel bad for saying that for the people sitting outside because we're nice and warm in here. But I'd like some snow. This should be fun.
It's like a rain snow. Here it is. Yep, the snow is moving in.
Here we go.
You got the radar popping out there. 3rd down and 11. You're going to give a handoff here, and it's going to roll. It's going to get close to the 1st down marker again. It's going to be short about a yard. Is that one taken by 16, Polot? And he's able to get about 7 yards on that one. So 4th down and 3.
Interesting call here. You're in plus yardage territory. You've controlled the game. Your running game has been successful all day. It's 4th and 3. I think they're going to go for it, and I don't have a problem with that decision at all because, if I'm the Indians right now and if I'm their head coach, I'm thinking – if I'm Joshua Henninger, I'm thinking this is a good time to continue to control this football game.
Bears looking to get off the field, looking for a big play here. Have him back, and he's going to push. They're not going to. No, he did the last effort, but I think he's still short. I think Freusberg got off the field there, and it's going to be short by about a yard on the play. So Red Jacket went for it on 4th down, took a gamble there, and Freusberg gaining some momentum here. Gets a stop on 4th down.
Here you see Lattimore, and again, it's Collins. He gets by him, and that last lunge, he tried to dive for it, wasn't quite able to get it. Doesn't really get the favorable spot I'm sure that the Indians faithful would like to have seen, but Frewsburg takes over, and on 1st down, real good run there.
Look at that. Big gain across midfield. That one taken by Carson Phillips. Carson Phillips able to pick up a 1st down there.
And you look at 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Okay.
2nd and 2. But the quick hitter, and that might have been one of the best plays so far for Frewsburg.
Here we go again. They hand it off. They go with the fullback who had picked up the 1st down. I think they're going to give forward progress there for a 1st down. So Frewsburg on these 2 plays after that big 4th down stop, they're moving the ball. They're in Calmum territory now.
Let's see what Frewsburg can do. They've gotten 2 very good running plays, and if you weren't here in the first half, we thank you for joining us now. But Frewsburg last week had 634 yards rushing.
This one given out to number 28. I listened. They have it listed on the roster as Carson Phillips, but I don't think it is Carson Phillips. But at any rate, it's a gain of about a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. They're changing up their men and changing up their formation. So
we can only go with the information provided.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's not always as accurate as we'd like. And you see a little bit more tempo to Frewsburg. They're getting up to the line in number 5, DeJesus under center here.
There's a snap. This one given again. And Sanfilippo is the name of 28. Sanfilippo. Sanfilippo able to pick up about 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Bears. Sanfilippo is number 28. Vincent Sanfilippo.
And they've changed things up just a little bit. We're going to see Zach Collins in the game now, but he hadn't been in the game on the previous couple plays. Also, number 9, Peyton Dustin, who played some quarterback early on, wasn't in. So you're seeing DeJesus under center, a little change in philosophy.
The snap, and this one given to Winters, and Winters able to get it out to just past the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 yards, and a big 4th down coming up for the Bears.
And again, notice the tempo. The Bears getting right to the line, and this is a huge 4th down, no doubt about it. But they understand the urgency of this situation.
Here we go. Let's see if they give it to Winters. They do. The big man Winters is going to cut it on the left side. He's going to pick up a 1st down across the 35-yard line. So the Bears able to keep the sticks moving. 1st and 10, Frewsburg.
Yeah, Winters a little slow to get up, but he's able to pick up the 1st down, and that's a huge conversion for the Bears. They definitely needed that. You're going to see he gets a block on the side at the point of attack, gets out there. It's one-on-one situation. He's able to get through DeMoore's tackle.
It's another snap. This one handed to the fullback now, and it's carried by Joel McLaughlin. Joel's able to pick up another positive gain for Freusberg. They get about 4 yards on the play. So the Bears moving the ball here out to the 31-yard line.
And again, you're seeing the urgency. They're in the huddle, but when they get out of the huddle, they're running up to the line and trying to get things going. So, 3-score game. There's plenty of time. There's a full 4th quarter and 5 minutes left in this 3rd.
They give that one again to the big man. Winters carries that one. He's done a lot of stuff today for the Bears, and he's able to pick up 2 more yards. So 3rd and manageable coming up now from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, third and 3, and again, if you're Frewsburg, just keep grinding. There's enough time for you to play your game, pick up 1st downs, but you got to finish drives, but keep that offensive line going.
Here's the snap again. They run the toss. And again, Winters trying to get the left side, and he stopped maybe about a gain of maybe a yard or pretty close to the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's going to be 4th down and 3.
And another huge play. And, if you're Red Jacket, yes, you're letting them – and not letting them. Frewsburg's gaining yardage.
Sure.
But the clock is your best friend in this situation. Down to 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They would like nothing better than to have Frewsburg continue to use 3-4 downs, pick up 1st downs, and waste that clock and get them in a position. Oh,
they're going to lose 5 yards there.
Yeah.
So it's
Harrison Eckert unable to hold his water at the line of scrimmage, unfortunately.
Be 4th down and 8 now. So it was a 4th and 3, and they were looking to do there. So let's see what they try to do here. They got a 4th down conversion the last time they were here, but this time it's going to be a little bit longer for them here.
Yeah, and it looks like they're still going to have DeJesus as the quarterback. In the first half, we saw Peyton Dustin at quarterback in throwing situations, so you wondered if maybe they do that. But, if you do what you do, and again, they had 600 yards rushing last week. And the magnitude of this play is right there. The Frewsburg Bears, Terry Gray, their head coach, taking a timeout. This is how big this play is.
It's a big 4th down conversion. Now, here's the thing. If Frewsburg does not convert here, you've swung the momentum right back to the Indians again. You got that stop. You move the ball. And then you give it right back to the Indians again, with, again, a chance for them to go up 4 scores. And going up 4 scores here late in the 3rd quarter may be devastating.
Yeah, I want to throw something out. You know I'm a whack job, right, Sammy? We've worked together a long time.
Yeah.
My favorite thing so far this game, when Red Jacket called that timeout, they have 2 men run on the field carrying a cooler. Each of them has a handle of the cooler. I don't know what's in the cooler. I'm guessing sports drinks. Look at them. Look at the guys carrying a cooler. How do you get elected to cooler duty?
That's
big
hey,
time. You got the cooler today, 14. All right, got it, Coach. Thank you. All right. I like that. That's a big cooler, too. Oh, maybe there's snacks in there.
I
want a snack.
Is that lineman carrying that cooler?
It's got to be, yeah. It's a big cooler. I like it. Cooler duty. I'm sure the PTA provided for that.
4th down and 8. Huge 4th down coming up for Frewsburg. Here's the snap. They're going to give it off. He's not going to get anywhere on that 4th down.
That's a heck of a play by Mason.
What a tackle
Pallett.
right there by Pallett. Yeah, he's able to stop Vincent Sanfilippo, who didn't provide any resistance there, and the Red Jacket gets a huge stop on 4th down, and they've taken that momentum back. And as I said, it might have flipped again.
So each team's had the ball now in the second half. Red Jacket gets a couple first downs. In my opinion, they did what they set out to do because they were able to use some clock.
Yeah.
Frewsburg gets it back. They get. I thought that was their best possession of the game so far. They were getting first downs. They had things going. But again, the clock, 4:46 left in the third, plenty of time. But the clock is certainly on the side of Red Jacket.
Here we go now. We'll see the second time in the second half. DeMayo. Demore around the outside. He runs around the right side. He's able to get it out to the 48-yard line and another first down for Red Jackets. So on the first play, after that turnover on downs, they get a first down right now.
Again, the offensive line really doing a nice job for the Indians, getting out and giving him the opportunity to turn the corner. And Kyle Demore, his speed around the edge, we've seen it a few times in this game. There it just looked like he was cruising, but able to pick up 11 yards and keep the Indians on the move.
From the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, Indians. Demore will take the snap. Demore will go on the keeper, try to go on the right side, and he's met there by a host of Bears. Only able to pick up about a gain of a yard on the play. That initial stop there looked like Peyton Dustin with a big stop. 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Freusberg real good at the point of attack on the short side on that one, able to prevent anything too much. Be interesting to see here. Does Red Jacket continue to work the short side? They've done it a couple times so far on this drive. They seem to like going to the right side.
2nd down and 9, the 49-yard line. There's the snap. Demore to throw it. He's got his man over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Dalton Handline, and he was there just a little long on that throw. It comes up 3rd down and 8.
Really like the play call. Little play-action pass. You see Frewsburg selling out to stop the run. They have to. Handline gets behind. But, again, we've talked about it a few times. The wind is making it a little more difficult to throw than you would normally think. So it's not just we're not playing in a dome today, folks.
Right.
We're not playing in a dome.
We talked about points. Well, there's only 22 of them so far. So the defenses, both of these defenses actually, I know that Red Jackets put up those points, but they've had some really good series in the past couple of years. So let's see what they do now on 3rd down. Here's a snap. It's going to be run, and there it is. Just I called that one. Good defensive stop right there on 3rd down. And
Joel McLaughlin, another nice defensive play. He's the fullback on offense, but he's made a couple real good plays defensively. And the Frewsburg Bears do what they had to do. They continue to play from behind, but you got to get stops. You got to get your offense a chance to bring it back. So they've got the Jesus back, and he seems very deep to me to receive this punt.
Yeah, he's pretty far back there. Right? He's about a good yards. Let's see. Here it is. And that punt is up, and it's going to take a bounce. Red Jacket bounce. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So, yeah, he was back pretty far. That one went out of bounds. Didn't really make a difference. So Frewsburg's going to get another possession here, and they're going to try to get a score here before the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I almost wonder, was that deflected or did that?
I think it got tipped at the line there.
Yeah, it looked a little.
You see that one more time, Joel? Possibly.
Let's
see.
Looks like it.
Yeah, he got it right there on the outside.
So good job by the Bears to get in there and get that punt block. So.
Our extraordinary producer, director, sometimes color commentator extraordinaire, Joel Balfazer.
And man of the people.
Job. Yes, sir.
And man of the people. Let's not forget. He would be all about that cooler over there.
That's right.
100%.
That's right. That's right. There's a flag down at the line. And let's see if somebody jumped. Yeah, it looks like a dead ball offsides. It's going to be 5 yards for Frewsburg here. Pre-snap penalty again.
Yep, and Freusberg will happily take that. 2:58 left, so they are going. We're going to see the urgency here now. They can still continue to play their game, and their game is running the football. But I think you're going to continue to see tempo increase as we go through here.
The Bears down by 3 scores, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. You're watching the 8-man championship game. Section 5, 8-man championship football game. The Red Jacket Indians, the Frewsburg Bears. The Indians, the defending champions. Here's a snap. He's going to take it on the keeper, and he's just squashed right there. It was taken right by DeJesus, and he's just brought down
Matthew
hard
Allen.
right there. Yeah.
Matthew Allen coming in. We mentioned his name a few times, coming in, making the play. Look, I'm going to say something, and I hate when I say something like this because I don't want to be the announcer jinx guy. But so far, and we talked about making the sure tackle because there's nobody behind you. So far, Red Jacket, every time they've had to make that tackle, they've made it.
Yeah.
That's the difference to me in the game so far. Frewsburg has not been able to get through that last tackle.
Snap again, trying to run it on the left side. It's taken by Sanfilippo. He tried to reverse back, and he's brought down again by Matthew Allen. And just as you said, they made a tackle again when they needed to make a tackle.
That's exactly it. And that was a play. If Sanfilippo was able, you'll see it here. He's got nothing. Good job stringing it out. But now when he reverses field, look, he's got a blocker and a quarterback in DeJesus. If he's able to get beyond that and turn the corner, I think that's a huge play. But again, Red Jacket makes the tackle that they need to make.
Third down, 11 for the Bears. They're going to run this out of the gun. This one's going to be a toss, and now a throw back the other way, and it goes incomplete. So they tried to come a little bit of trickery there on the toss, then throw back on third down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, they toss it to Chase Haglin, and Haglin is behind the line, so this can be a double throw, and they're going to try to throw it back to DeJesus. Not much there. Another good job by number 10 from Red Jacket, Matthew Allen, getting there to cover it up. And this is a tough time to have to punt. And I don't think you have much of a choice but to punt. But you look at this and you think it's almost after this for Frewsburg, to me, every down is 4-down territory.
Punts away. This one bouncing back, and a fumble on the play, and I think the Bears got it. The Bears have it. And no.
They had it.
I think it fell out of his hand at the last second, right?
Yeah. It looked like number 51, Cole Bender, fell on it, but as he was going to the ground, it looked like it came free yet again.
Here's the punt. He's just going to take this bounce right here. And it
Hetline unable to get it. Oh, it was number 34. I apologize. Yeah. It was Joel Elianelli.
And they were both signaling that way. I think it could have gone either way there.
Yeah.
But
I thought at the end, after Elianelli fell on it, I think it came out of his hand and it was recovered by Red Jacket.
Heck of a job right there for the Indians to hold on to that one.
That's another ball on the ground that Red Jacket's able to we've seen the snap 3 or 4 times. The snap has been bobbled. So, and again, that's championship games. If that happens, it's tough to overcome.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. He'll take the snap. DeMore.
Again.
That's a fumble again.
And
I think Red Jacket
again, Red Jacket falls on it. It's 5, by my count, 5 times the ball's been on the carpet. 5 times they've come up with it.
And here's the thing. How many times can you do this and still come out on the right side of things?
Yeah. And right now, I got to think, if I'm Joshua Henniger, the Red Jacket head coach, I'm over here thinking, you know what? We're in control of this game. We can't have a negative play. A negative play is probably the quickest route to us losing this game.
Yeah.
Do what we do, but don't have negative plays. We continue on, and you know, they're flirting with disaster. So when you flirt with disaster, you go back to what you do well. Kyle DeMore, I expect him to keep it here.
2nd down and 10. There's a snap. It's a gain of about 3 yards on the play. And looks like it's maybe the end of the third quarter. So,
yeah, Red Jacket in no hurry. No hurry. The clock is their friend.
And it looks like they're going to go to the sidelines and we'll take it out. So 3rd down and 8. that will be coming up for the Indians when we get on the other side of this timeout. We're headed to the fourth quarter now. The Indians leading by 3 scores, trying to go up by 4. They have the ball at midfield. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
All right, welcome back for the fourth quarter. We got the Frewsburg Bears and the Red Jacket Indians, and the Indians facing a 3rd down and 8. And a big 3rd down coming up for both teams. Frewsburg needs to stop them here and force a punt.
Yeah, Frewsburg, they need the ball back and try to score, and for Red Jacket, keep that clock running.
Demore's going to break free. He's going to find a seam on the right side. He's going to pick up a 1st down and more. Cross the 30-yard line, still on his feet, and finally dragged down about the 25-yard line. So a big 1st down right there, and the Red Jacket Indians are going to get set up inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Kyle Demore, patient. Again, we've seen it a couple times. The patience, he's looking, he's looking. He gets a block from his up back, gets another block from the other up back, and now he knows he's got the 1st down, but he wants more. Puts a good move on DeJesus there, and it looks like there he's going to break it. And this is crushing for Frewsburg because another 4 downs, that clock is going to continue to roll, and I'm sure Red Jacket is talking about internally with the coaches. Let's keep that clock spinning. You know, you don't need to get to 60. You just need to get to more than the other guy, and right now they are leading and in control of this one.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Indians. Demore. He hands it off and brought back.
Joe McLaughlin with
Moore,
a real good play. Joe McLaughlin gets off his block, gets in, and gives no chance for success. Joe McLaughlin's played a good football game.
Yeah.
We've talked about him a couple times today. He has played a really nice football game.
Right at him.
Yeah, that's excellent. I don't care if there's 8, 11, how many men are out there. That's man on man, and Joe McLaughlin won that one handily.
Parker Moore was just stopped right in the backfield there. 2nd down and 13 yards to go from the 30-yard line.
And again, the clock ticking close to 10 minutes, so Red Jacket in no hurry.
Demore takes the snap. Demore will keep it himself. Demore will run around the right side. Demore has it into the end zone. Another touchdown. Demore saw that one all the way through, and he's able to put it in, and the Indians have a 4-score lead.
Yeah, that was well designed by the Red Jacket coaching staff. Look at this. You can spread them out, and you get a key block on the edge by number 55, Ethan Lenny, out there. Makes a perfect block, gives them the opportunity to get in, and Kyle Demore is having himself a day, and the Red Jacket Indians very much in control of this one.
Here's the snap. Demore, as they go for the 2-point conversion, Demore, he'll throw this one, and he's got it. A 2-point conversion complete to Handline, and it's 30-0 Indians.
Yeah, nice play call there, and we haven't seen Demore throw it much. Well, he hasn't had to throw it much, but look at it again. Look at number 55. Look at the block on the edge there by number 55, Ethan Lenny. That's textbook. And Demore reads the block well, cuts up inside it, and with his speed, nobody going to get him. And he gets into the end zone basically untouched.
I tell you
That's
what.
a great, by the way, that's a great picture.
It is a great
gray
picture.
Gray
right
sky,
there.
dark, beautiful. That's beautiful. If you're a football fan, that's a beautiful
It's your
sight.
kind of weather right
I love
there.
it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Yeah.
So, here's the one thing I was thinking about, especially with these kids and being the seniors that they have or what they're doing. When you're playing 8-man football, I think that you're being recruited by these bigger programs and stuff. And even though you're a smaller school, when you're trying to get noticed, does playing the 8-man football look a little bit differently when you're looking at a college program? How do you gauge that as far as interest level and on different players?
I think we've gotten to a point with recruiting where coaches are looking at guys and looking at skills and looking at what do they do, what are they good at, what is their abilities, and yes. It's a little different game, but there's still things you can take away. Let's talk about Kyle DeMore. You see his ability to turn the corner. You see the speed. You see him handling the ball and making reads and things like that. So there are a lot of things you can take away from it. Now, the numbers themselves may be skewed a little because 8-man football is generally, and I'm totally generalizing with this, a higher scoring version of football. So, maybe the numbers are skewed, but if you look at the skill set, and let's face it, Sammy, you and I have been around high school sports for a long time.
Sure, yeah.
If you can play, they will find you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the sport. It doesn't matter what school you go to. We here at Varsity Media, we are worldwide, right?
Yeah.
Somebody wants to see a kid, they can easily sign on to this broadcast and see what this kid can do.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it makes sense. Doesn't matter what you play. You can see the abilities where you're going to go. And timeout taken by Red Jacket with 10:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media.
Sam Schreier, Carl Falk with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network on the 8-man championship game. It's the Red Jacket Indians and the Frewsburg Bears. The Indians leading by 4 scores. And look at those mugs there. Holy cow.
Faces for radio, my friend.
That's what it is. Oh, man. The Indians leading at 30-0 and Frewsburg in control. Take a snap here. Let's see. Frewsburg going to do with it. They're going to throw it. Going to throw it inside. That one's intercepted. He's going to go back for a touchdown. Just like that, a pick 6 and a touchdown. All Red Jacket here. Parker Moore with the pick 6. And the Indians lead it now 36-0.
Yeah, the Bears trying to get out of their comfort zone and throw the ball. And we saw it in the first half when they were throwing it. It was Peyton Dustin who was in at quarterback, and it's just the route is undercut. And a great job by Parker Moore to read the quarterback's eyes, came from the inside linebacker position and gets over there and makes a play, and nothing but green grass in front of him. So now 36-0.
And, of course, the Indians will go for 2. And, like you said, they're definitely out of the comfort zone, and I think they don't have any choice but to throw it. And the Indians were scouting that one out. They do stop this 2-point conversion, so it'll stay at 36-0. So
Frewsburg, I mean, let's face it, this is win or go home. Style points don't matter. So you've got nothing to lose to try to get back into it. It's just, you feel for the kids. Nobody wants to get to this game and have a real ugly result because they've had a heck of a season. Right. They were undefeated coming in and dominated their competition.
Don't forget the 600 yards rushing
last week. 634 yards rushing. So to end it this way, it just you feel bad that that's the taste they have to take with them into the offseason because don't lose sight of the fact that this team has had an excellent season.
Sure.
It's the one downside of these games sometimes is, the loss hurts almost more than the victory feels good.
Right, and you forget, at least for the short term, about how much you've accomplished.
Yeah. And I was doing a different game last night. We were talking about different things and, crushing losses and things like that. And as an old man, I still remember a loss from my high school football days, and it sticks with me to this day. But,
sure.
The good thing is there's so many life lessons that we learn from sports, and, you got to get – that's life. You get beat, you get up and learn and live the fight again. So
here we go. It'll be another kickoff and a nice kickoff again right there. She's done a
Mary
heck
English
of a
is
job.
doing a great job. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. That one's cut back. Tried to cut it back to cut the corner there, and he's brought
Ethan Lenny,
down
another nice play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan Lenny's been having himself a game. Mary English, there she is, number 22, and we're not talking about her because she's a girl. We're talking about her because she's doing a great job on kickoffs.
Yeah,
she's had one squib kick that wasn't handled that Red Jacket fell on. She's had another that was no return. So she has really, really contributed to this game. Good job, Mary.
And we get set now from the 28-yard line. Frewsburg trying to get on the scoreboard here. 9:48 to go in the fourth quarter. First of a ton of championship games this weekend on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We can talk about those games coming up too. I think it's good stuff happening here. There's another game coming up from this field a little bit later on. There's a handoff there, and that one carried back to the 35-yard line by Vincent Sanfilippo, and for be a gain of about 6 on the play, second down and 4.
Yeah, and now 36-0, 9 minutes left. You wonder if Coach Gray is looking at this like, you know what? Let's do what we do. Sure. Let's get in the end zone. Let's get the kids feeling good. Let's have some fun. It's no fun to get beat, certainly, but trying to do something maybe that you're not as comfortable doing, get back to doing what you're doing. You're seeing there's not a whole lot of urgency. It's, the resignation of this game has come in.
Definitely. Here's a snap. Another handoff. That one's going to be carried by Gifford. Zach Gifford, the ball carrier there, and he's going to pick up a first down for Frewsburg at the 40-yard line.
And good, and I'd like to see Freusberg get something going here and get a nice drive, finish it off, and feel good about it. And nobody likes. I'm sorry. If you're a Red Jacket fan right now, you're like, hey, shut up, dude. Yeah. But the rest of us is high school football. These kids want to have some fun.
Here's a pass. Jesus with a long shot, and he was looking for number 44.
Joel McLaughlin
was
down there. Single coverage, and you had an opportunity, but just not quite there.
It's going to bring up second down and 10 now from the 40-yard line.
Got late pressure by number 30 for Red Jacket and unable to make a play. So
second down and 10 now, 40-yard line for the Bears. And the Bears trying to get out of here. So we talk about the championship weekend here. First game of a ton today on the Varsity Media Sports Network. The second game here later on tonight at 6 o'clock. You got the ER Bombers looking for a sectional. East Rochester Gananda Bombers looking for a sectional title. And they'll be playing out here a little bit later on today. And you also have a matchup in Class B with the HFL Cougars and the Batavia Blue Devils.
That should be a really good game as well. Two very well-coached teams there.
There's a snap taken across to the 44-yard line. And
Sanfilippo again.
Sanfilippo, yeah. And then the Double-A championship game, Aquinas and McQuaid. Second time they played this year. First game, a 1-point game. Aquinas going for 2 at the end of a game that got kind of stopped because of weather delays, and played that game at St. John Fisher. They had to be done by a curfew, so Aquinas went for it to try to win it and not send it to overtime, and didn't get the 2-point conversion, and McQuaid ended up coming up victorious. So McQuaid looking for another sectional title.
Yeah, and that's such a traditional rivalry anyway. When they play, whether it's week one or a championship game, the student bodies are going to be out there and going to be all about it, and it's just going to be
fumble on the play. It's going to be recovered by the Indians, and the Indians are doing just about whatever they want here. And another stop on the play, and they're going to pick up the ball deep in Frewsburg territory, and it looks like an injury on the play as well. Let's see this one.
Yeah, you look at this, and it looks to me like DeJesus is, trying to throw it, and maybe you get him for a I don't know. That's a tough one, and he's signaling that he was trying to throw it, but the referee ruled that it was not a forward pass, but a fumble, so the Red Jackets going to take over, and here we go with their offense, which has had a very, very good day. And, yeah, I guess that is a fumble. I think that let's give credit to the third team out there. I think they got that one right.
Here's a snap. He's going to go back to throw. He's got his man, and another touchdown. Look at that. They're throwing the ball now. James Sabetto with the Red Jacket Indians touchdown.
Yeah, and I said we haven't seen DeMoore throw the ball too much. He hasn't had to. Well, they take over there and get an opportunity, and here you see it. The Bears sell out to stop the run, plenty of time, has a man wide open, throws, and a nice catch by DeBetto. And they get in, and now we're going to try an extra point, and Mary English is going to try to kick an extra point.
She's going to get a shot here. Let's see what she does with this one. Let's see, she's done everything well so far. This one's up. This one is going to be no good, and it'll be 42-0. The Indians in the lead with 7:29 to go.
That looked a little funky. I'm not sure.
I don't know if she lost the snap there or what. Let's see.
High snap. Oh, and mishandled snap.
Yep.
Mishandled by number 21, Parker Moore. Wasn't able to put it down and tried to make something of it. Oh, well.
Let's see if she gets another chance at it. But she's done a heck of a job so far today.
Yeah.
So it's 42-0. The Indians in the lead here. And we are just continuing to roll along. So back to we were talking about the games later.
Sure.
ER Gananda taking on the Bath Rams. And Bath typically known as a team that just run all the time. So you can see that one should be a heck of a game. That B game, we talked about Aquinas McQuaid in the AA game. And last time they had to stop selling tickets because there were so many people coming to that game. And
that game is
they're playing at Hilton High School tonight.
Which is another beautiful facility.
Yeah.
Section 5 is fortunate that there are, here we are at Cal Mum, and this is a beautiful facility. Hilton, great facility. Webster Schrader, another, I'm leaving, Eastridge, great. There are so many great places for these kids to play these games. It's very fortunate to have all these games in such great spots.
And last night, Class D, Oakfield, Alabama, Alba. They were playing in 8-man football before. They're winning winning a sectional title, beating Avon last night, and a heck of a game back and forth. And they won the Class D championship, so they're moving on to regionals. So congratulations to them as well.
Championship weekend, and there is nothing like it in high school football. Everyone gets an opportunity to get there, and the ones that do and the ones that keep playing. Again, the only downside of it is the teams that don't come through in the championship game. Right. And in some ways it taints their season, but that's the immediate reaction. The long-term reaction is they had a really good year, but it is tough for the kids to deal with those losses. So
So Frewsburg trying to get on the scoreboard here, down 42-0. And we'll see what they do with this here. 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter.
Looks like a little bit of confusion, and now they shift.
Hagelin is the quarterback. He takes it off the left side, and he picks it up about 5 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 5 for the Bears now from the 35-yard line.
Clock continuing to roll, about 7 minutes left. So, this one's all but decided. It's just a matter of the final score and, giving kids – I'm sure both coaches now are thinking, let's see if we can get kids in there and give them an opportunity to make a play and, have some fun and give them something to remember.
From the 35-yard line, here's a snap. And Hageland takes it again. He's back out close to the 40-yard line, and it looks like he did pick up a first down there. So first down for the Bears.
I don't remember seeing a high school football game where 4 quarterbacks have played today.
Right, yeah.
We've seen 4 guys play so far today. So at quarterback. So it's been interesting from that respect for the Bears.
Here's a snap again. Hageland able to get it across the 40-yard line, pick up a yard.
Yeah, he got in behind Landon Bragg there, big number 72, moving some people backwards. Good job by him, giving Hageland some room and positive yards.
Here the pickup 2 on the play. Second down and 8 for the Bears now at the 42-yard line. Under 6 minutes now to go. The Red Jacket will win back-to-back 8-man titles. They're looking for their 16th straight win. They're 6 minutes away from that one. Snap again, Hageland. Carry that one across the 50. Actually, that one run by number 9. It's going to be a first down. Peyton Dustin picks up a first down. So first down for Freusberg.
And they got things going here. Driving, and again, I know Red Jacket would love to get themselves a shutout, but for the kids from Frewsburg, they want to get something on the board. Now they seem to have a little more urgency.
The 49-yard line, they change quarterback again and again, running on the left side. Going to pick up a hole there, going to run it down the sidelines, and he's finally tripped up at the last second on a big gain for Hageland. And that's first and 10, Frewsburg again.
Yeah, touchdown saving tackle from Dalton Hanline. Hanline just gets a little bit of his ankle and brings him down. And look at this here. You see the edge right when he turns a corner here. I was signaling to you that he was gone. I thought for sure, but Hanline able to just get enough of him right there.
Shoestring, yeah, right there.
It's possible that Rowan Moore, number 23, would have run him down, but
there's another carry here. He's going to get to the end zone this time. Touchdown, Frewsburg. A touchdown for Peyton Dustin. And Frewsburg is on the board.
Yeah, good for them. That was a nice drive, couple good runs. And I'm sure, again, apologies to the people from Red Jacket who aren't happy with me saying that, but I'm just happy for the kids from Frewsburg that they're able to get a positive play. And that's a nice run. Makes a guy miss at the line. Good job by the offensive line, giving him some space, and gets in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for the Bears.
So the Bears will go for 2. At 5:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we're going to set up, quarterback's going to be Dustin. Dustin to throw. Dustin's got it. Touchdown. They dropped it at the last second.
Yeah.
He was intended for Patrick Spencer. And I think Spencer's a little hurt there. He's kind of coming off gingerly there. But
you see the touchdown again. And real good drive. Again, you see the offensive line, good blocks up front from Alianelli, and you get Cole Strawman up there who made him another nice play. So good job for the Bears to get in the end zone. 2-point conversion, failed pass a little bit behind him, but had an opportunity. It looked like when he came down, the ball kind of came free, and he certainly dinged a little bit. So now it's, Red Jacket, they get a chance to maybe get some guys the ball who haven't had much of a chance today.
So the Frewsburg will kick it away, and Red Jacket will be able to get the ball back here with 5:22 to go, and let's see what they try to do. And here's the thing with these lighter numbers, too. Sometimes in games like this, give other guys a chance to play, but most of these guys are playing anyways on these teams.
It's true.
Because they're smaller rosters and they're playing. So really you just see if they just make it a little bit of a more conservative game plan at this point.
Yeah, very well could be. I got to think that Red Jacket, they're going to try and wind the clock and pick up first downs and keep it on the ground, although – the last play we saw them on offense, they threw a touchdown pass, so who knows?
Oh, the Bears will kick it away. And little bouncer, and It's just pushed out of bounds. Yeah, good job. Good job right there.
Parker Moore, heads-up play, because that's a live ball, and if it takes a bounce back in bounds, there was a couple players from Frewsburg closing in on it with an opportunity maybe to pick it up. Here you see it again.
It took a bounce at the 45 down to the 30, and, it's pushed out of bounds. It's heads-up play right there.
Yeah.
You say.
Yeah, and Chase Haglin closing in on it. So, and you never know. You never know how a football's going to bounce. It's bounced the way of the Indians for most of the day today.
Yeah.
So, it's another. But that was a heads-up play, and we'll see how they approach this one. Again, you would think they'd run it. I would think they'd run it. I would expect them to run it, but maybe that's the idea. Everyone's looking for the run. You throw the pass.
At the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. See where they go here to Moore. And taking their time. Moore takes the snap. Moore gives it off. And a little bit of a seam right there for Parker Moore. And Moore able to pick up a first down for Red Jacket.
Yeah, he was about a step from going, and you see right there the Indians looking to get their second straight sectional program, 8th overall for the Red Jacket Indians, and that just shows what a strong, historic program it is. And not a whole lot of urgency from the Indians as they huddle up and take their time, make sure they, again, no negative plays, nothing bad to happen here. Just take your time, be sure with the ball handling, and let's get out of here and celebrate a championship.
It's not going to be quite the 82-6 win that they had in the springtime, but big win nonetheless. That one's bounced off to the right side, all the way down the sidelines, and finally pushed out of bounds. Another huge gain for Polat, and he's able to get another first down deep in Freusberg territory. So they're still coming at him here, up by 42-6.
Yeah, that's another real nice run by Polat. Here you see he gets a good block at the point of attack, bounces it outside, and now it's a foot race, and able to bring him down was number 9, Peyton Dustin. So good job by the Indians, again, as they continue to run the ball.
From the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. As the clock continues to run, now under 4 minutes to go. Red Jacket in no hurry.
Yeah, and it's smart. Why hurry?
Yeah.
You're in complete control of the game. Why take a chance? Just take your time.
There's a snap. And again, a handoff to Polat, and he's hauled down.
Joel McLaughlin again. And let's give props to that young man, because he has really played a nice football game today.
Yep, good stuff. That was actually Parker Moore on the run there.
Yeah. Joel McLaughlin, number 44 for Frewsburg, is probably been their leading tackler. I don't have tackling stats, but certainly seems like he's been their leading tackler.
Yeah.
And there you see the brick. And that's what the point of this game is. That's why everyone wants one, Sammy. Everyone wants the brick.
Red Jacket Indians on their way to their second straight 8-man championship. Second straight in less than 12 months.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm just glad we're playing football in the fall.
Yes, indeed. And we're starting winter sports in a couple days. So there you go. 2nd down and 6. There's a snap.
And guess who? Guess who makes that play yet again? Joel McLaughlin.
In every time.
44.
Yeah.
He has played a whale of a football game in a tough situation.
There you see the rest of the hardware now. The 8-man finalists will go to Frewsburg there, so they'll take home a little hardware as well. And again, like you say, can't lose sight of the heck of a season that Frewsburg's had, despite the result that's going to be here in this final game.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those, there's disappointment, but then it's the realization, you know what, we did something pretty special, and we got to a title game, we were undefeated, we put up huge numbers. I'm happy that the Frewsburg kids got in the end zone, at least, avoid the shutout.
Here's a snap.
Guess who again?
Yeah, again. that's about four tackles in a row right there. And if it's not double digits, I don't know what else you could say, because it's got to be over double digits for him in tackles.
Look at Joel McLaughlin here. Reads the play, shoots back there, gets his arms around the ball carrier, and brings him down. That's 3 plays in a row Joel McLaughlin has made. 3 plays in a row. Hat tip to that young man, because you're down. You know this game's over. It's easy to maybe back off on the effort a little bit. He certainly has not. So, Joel McLaughlin, props to you, young man. It's excellent, excellent work.
Clock is stopped. Timeout on the field, and a 42-6 game. Timeout is taken.
I believe that one was by Freusberg.
Freusberg took that one, all right. So we'll step aside here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest.
All right, welcome back to Cal Mum. The Indians are on the way to a sectional title, and they're going to go here on 4th down. And DeMoore will take the snap. DeMoore's going to throw it on 4th down. He's got his man. He's in. The Indians not letting up here. James Sabeto with another score, and it's 48-6. Red Jacket.
Yeah. DeMoore, you see, plenty of time to throw. Has DeBetto open. Perfect throw. Puts it on him. Another touchdown. And, this one getting to the point where, they average 40-plus points a game. They're at 48 now, so done what they're doing, and they take a knee on the 2
points.
Interesting philosophy there. You take a knee on the 2 points, but you throw the ball. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just questioning. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I get it. It was 4th and 12, but
At any rate, 48-6.
48-6
is the score, and Red Jack's going to win the sectionals. So
yeah,
you got that there.
Yeah. Their second consecutive sectional title. So really, really well done.
Well, here's the thing. Red Jacket from the start has made play after play. And even though Frewsburg was hanging tight, you never quite got the feeling in this game that Frewsburg was going to kind of push through.
Mm-hmm.
I know they made a little bit of a surge there to start the second half, but once Red Jacket got that stop there in the second half, I think that was pretty much it for them.
Yeah, I the only way I thought Frewsburg was going to come back is the first possession they got it in the second half when it was 22-0 to go down and march, get a score, and close it up to a 2-score game. And they weren't able to do that. And when that happened, it was, to me, this was Red Jackets' game. They were in complete control the entire way.
And she's going to kick it away again. She's done a great job today.
Yeah, Mary English, number 22.
Yep. Look at that, another nice kick. Back to the 35-yard line and kind of run it away and pulled down there. Pulled hard down. That's where the Frewsburg is going to start it with 1:17 to go, and we'll see if Frewsburg is going to try to put some more points up here.
Yeah, we've seen them try to throw it, and they haven't had great success. They obviously a much better running team, and last week over 600 yards. So you've seen that side of them. So I would expect them to run the ball. I would think at this point, if you're Terry Gray, you just let's get out of here. One of those. Let's make sure we do our job. And
we're going to have a presentation of the awards after the game. The team's going to be awarded their championship plaques, and we'll have that coming up for you right after this. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and nowhere to run, but found a way to break through. Something I've really noticed with this game is that it's really, even though you're bottled up, you're really never really down. And these guys have always been able to find a seam to pick up a couple, 1, 2, 3 more yards after every play.
Yeah, they certainly, the 3 less players going to a play where, you know, they are bottled up makes a big difference.
The 40-yard line, 2nd down and 6 yards for the Bears. There's a snap. Give it up, and a 1st down. 1st down across the 45-yard line. So,
and that might do it. I don't know if Freusberg's going to be in a hurry. It looks like they're going to try and get another snap off.
5 seconds remaining here in the game.
And what we thought's going to happen in this, it's been different. You know, it's trying to get these guys, they're running up to the line. So we get one more play here, right?
At least, unless they throw it and it might be incomplete. They might call a timeout, too. You never know.
There's a toss and a fumble. Frewsburg recovers that one and brought down, and that will do it. That's going to run out. And for the 2nd straight season of football, the Red Jacket Indians are 8-man champions.
Good for Red Jacket. Clearly the better team out there today. They now have won 16 consecutive games. They've dominated, let's face it, dominated their competition.
Right.
They have not really been challenged and continue to do so. And today, this one, 48-6, this was a dominating performance by the Indians.
The teams are going to shake hands at midfield, and again, from the start of the game, they were able to get that essential onside kick and it bounced, and from there they never really looked back. Just that they had that 3-and-out early, and then after that it was just put up the points, and the defense continue to dominate from there. So, Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure with the game today and joining us on the broadcast, and always look forward to doing games with you, and thanks for coming out today, and it was fun.
Yeah, Sammy, you know I love working with you, and high school football is very special to me, and very appreciative of all the folks at Varsity Media for letting me come out and do this. This has been fun, and our crew has been great today.
Absolutely, see something different. So we're going to head down to the field right now, and we're going to take you to the award ceremony as the teams are going to receive their championships, and we'll see you this weekend. More coverage of Varsity Media football throughout the rest of the day today. Games will be heating up here. More games this evening and more games tonight. And we'll talk to you again. This crew here, we'll talk to you from Hilton High School as the Aquinas Little Irish and the McQuaid Knights will do battle for the AA championship. For Carl Falk and the rest of our Varsity Media crew, producer, director Joel Ballphaser, I'm Sam Schreier. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Enjoy the award ceremony, and congratulations to the Red Jacket Indians, the 8-man champions of Section 5 football.
All right. Football fans, you have just seen the championship game in 8-man football between the Frewsburg Bears and the Red Jacket Indians. Let's hear it for 2 outstanding football teams. At this time, please direct your attention to the center of the field for our post-game awards. Tonight's awards are being presented by Scott Barker of Pittsford and the Section 5 football chairman, Steve Beater of Lions, and Joe Marchand of CG Finney. It's time for our individual player awards. These awards are sponsored by Connor and Ferris, Lattimore Physical Therapy, Penfield Trophies, and Riddell All-American. First, we're going to announce the most outstanding lineman. The most outstanding lineman for tonight's championship game is number 55 from Red Jacket, Ethan Lenny. Next, we will announce the most outstanding defensive player. The most outstanding defensive player from today's game is number 16 from Red Jacket, Mason Pollitt. Next, we will announce the most outstanding offensive player. The most outstanding offensive player from today's game is from Frewsburg, number 10, Zach Winners. And now the last individual award is the most valuable player. The most valuable player for today's championship game from the Red Jacket Indians, number 3, Kyle Damore. Now we'd like to have the captains from the Frewsburg Bears please come up and accept the finalist plaque. Can we have the captains from the Frewsburg Bears come up and accept the finalist plaque? Congratulations to the Bears on an outstanding season and making it to the Section 5 championship game. Now, could we have the captains from the Red Jacket Indians as they will accept the Section 5 championship trophy for 8-man football. Congratulations to the Red Jacket Indians. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section 5 Football Committee thanks you for your support. We express our sincere appreciation to the many businesses and industries that have helped to make these sectional championship games a success. Once again, we'd like to congratulate the Frewsburg Bears on a great season and for making it to the 8-man championship game in Section 5 football. We'd also like to congratulate the Red Jacket Indians and their fans on winning a Section 5 championship. Thank you for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.
Well, I would have been back at my 205.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. We'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can